What up?
What up?
So, everybody subscribe, hit the notification buttons, do all the thingies, do a jingle, dance around, play with yourself, maybe even tuck it. I don't care. But anyway, guys, everybody, welcome to the Whiskey Rebellion Barcast. We're here back doing this again. I wish I could do one of those radio voices where I sound kind of sexy, you know? I can speak really slow and be like, this is WKRP in Cincinnati. Anyway, got a new sign back here. Ass Whisperer Farm.
Nice.
Love it.
Of course you do.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
It is cool.
So,
Man, Jeff.
hey,
Jeff.
Jeff's
There
here.
he
Puff
is.
Daddy.
Yeah, I made it.
What
All
up?
All right, so we're gonna real quick, just because people really don't know this about me, until you've wrestled a donkey that is drunk, you haven't lived your life. I don't even care if they're mini ones. I have never what?
You wrestled a drunk donkey?
Oh, dude, two of them.
Oh, from the sedatives. Okay.
Yeah. So
I was like, you didn't give him.
no, it's Friday. They got. So it took.
Yeah, it wasn't given; it was taken away.
They were supposed to take. So here's what the deal is. They're miniature donkeys. So they're supposed to get a certain limit of, good time, sleepy stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Those motherfuckers want to get up on their back heels and go 30 style boxing with me. And I'm like, dude, we're not doing that. And then when they finally come to after having their manhood, stripped away, they just thought that we're going to walk the entire farm and I'm going to lean against you the entire way, like full body, like they're walking side-legged,
It's hilarious.
And then they decided they wanted to lay down. I'm like, dude, you can't lay down. You got to go up here to the barn. I got to lock you up in the barn for a while. And so that's when we got to go round two at WWE. And I'm just telling you, if you haven't done that, you literally don't know how sore a person can be. Like, I don't think jiu-jitsu, fucking karate, any of that could get you prepared for the type of knuckled bullshit you might get from all of these animals. They
drunken donkey wrestling.
Yes,
that's a new sport.
I have to say,
How drunk the donkey is.
I did not have that on my 2025 bingo card.
It was not on mine either.
But anyway, long time no see there, buddy. I'm glad you're on here. What are you drinking, my Jeff?
I'm going old school, bourbon and Coke.
All right.
What kind of bourbon, though?
When I mix it with Coke, I only use Evan Williams Bottle and Bond.
There you
That
go.
works.
Yep. Nothing wrong with that. What's going on?
I mean, we can go assless chaps, but you know what? I'll get an assless chaps signage when Chuck decides he wants to show back up again. How about that?
I don't know why everybody refers to them as assless chaps. I mean, if you're wearing chaps, there has never been an ass in the chaps.
Well, here's the thing I do.
Well, that's either chaps, right?
So
There's an ass in them, they're just pants.
Yeah.
that's
They
the
go over
problem.
pants.
Wait a minute, time out. That's the problem. That's the reason why I call them assless. It's because if you see them at any pride parade, there's no ass covered in those chaps. So it's just
Have
ass.
you ever been to a pride parade?
Jody.
I mean,
I've been to a fucking pride parade. I've never seen that.
I don't.
Really?
You probably had them on. I don't believe that at all.
Dude. Oh, wait. You're not that old.
By the way,
You don't
I
remember
was
the
in
Village
Pittsburgh.
I'm going
I
to
was
the
in
more wholesome ones
Pittsburgh.
they have now.
I was in Pittsburgh,
but
standing right
You're
downtown.
not old enough to remember the Village people, are you?
I
Well, hold
remember
on a
the
second.
Village people.
Hold on a second. I was staying right downtown Pittsburgh during Pride Month. I don't remember what year it was. 2018. No, 2017. Sorry. And I was right there next to the federal building in the Skyrise Marriott. It's a really nice building. That's where I was staying. You're telling me I didn't see any assless chaps?
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm telling you, I didn't see any ass.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm not saying you didn't. I'm just saying it doesn't really seem like it's that much of a thing outside of your mind.
David seems a little disappointed.
Well, I never got to see any assless chaps. That's what we're talking about.
You know what?
We talked to this guy for 5 years.
On Wednesday, we'll see if we can't find some assless chaps for you. Down at the beach.
Let you show up to the airport.
Hang on, I want to get through security.
Yeah.
You can put them on after.
I mean, I want to get through this time without being detained by TSA because I had ammunition in a magazine in my bag after I said, "You guys are fucking stupid. There's no you guys are that no way I did that." He reached right in there and pulled it right out, and he's like, "Sir, this is a magazine."
Yeah.
What, you got me? So do I just put my hands in behind my back now, or how we do this?
There you go.
I'm sorry.
No, for you.
Does that
Didn't
work?
mean to do that.
Can I do what takes these backsies?
Yeah. You know what? If Chuck shows back up, I'll go get some assless chaps and wear them on the show.
Well, there you go.
Remember he
Oh,
said that,
God.
guys. Remember he said
That
that.
is incentive for you,
That's
Chuck.
I'm gonna have to reach out to
Right there,
Chuck
bud.
after the show. Well, no, he's watching now. He knows it.
Well, he probably logged off now. He probably just got on there long enough to say that. But anyway, we were at Puffery Daddy.
Yes.
So what are you drinking there, buddy? And welcome back to the show. It's been a long
Oh,
time.
thank you. I'm just drinking a good old Evan Williams bottle of Bond mixed with Coke. Just
Nice.
kind of
I
simple.
liked all of that until you said Coke.
No,
I
got
do.
nothing
I like a
against that,
bourbon
man.
and Coke every so often.
So you have
No,
them
I
mixed together,
That's
or
why.
is it two separate ones?
What's that?
I said you have them mixed together, or is it two separate ones?
Oh no, me.
Uh,
Well, real quick, I won't be home next week, so it's going to be the following week.
that's
What makes you
convenient.
think I don't own any?
Actually, he'll still be in Florida then. That's true. He'll still be in Florida on Monday.
Yeah. He's got him in Florida.
Well, maybe that makes it more likely that he's got him down there.
Yeah. That's what
He
I'm
keeps
saying.
his chaps
They're
at the
in
condo.
Florida. Yep. Walk up and down the boardwalk, you
Well,
know.
they ain't for you, but they can be.
Fucking terrified now. Guys.
Oh shit. But yeah,
They-
hey man, Jeff, nothing wrong with that, man. Evan and Coke, man. I used to drink that all the time back
I
in
did
the
too,
day.
but it was called high school.
Ah,
I'll
Yeah,
still.
but that doesn't affect.
I'll
I
still
love
mix
Evan
Coke
Williams
Zero with some.
bottle
no,
of
it's
Bond.
a great
I
pour.
love it as a whiskey, but I also don't mind if someone mixes it. There's not that
No.
many whiskeys I could say that about that I would
That's
actually want to
true.
drink.
That is,
neat.
that is actually a very true
It's
statement.
actually
Like-
very
like-
good with Coke.
For
I agree with that.
$21.99, you cannot argue.
and that's
This is
why
fine. I'll be on the following week.
I will have
that's
those.
why
assless
that's
chaps
what I
on.
use.
And nothing
when I'm
else.
mix. It doesn't hurt to mix it. The
Yeah.
100
No.
proof stands up to the Coke.
Yep.
Sure does.
I'll
way
put a
better
loin
than,
cloth over
any of
my
the 80
junk.
proofs.
But yeah, no, it's
I agree
we've
with you,
talked about
Jeff,
this before.
wholeheartedly.
You can bring a big bottle of that to a gathering, group of friends, party, whatever. Someone's going to use it as a mixer. I'm not going to get my feelings hurt. There's a lot of things I could bring. I say, I've got the Woodford double oaked or something like that, and you see someone pouring Coke in it. Drink it how you want, whatever. I want to slap somebody in the face if I see something like
Well,
that.
if it's,
Like,
if it's a
I
master,
seriously do.
if it's a master blend of the double.
Either.
which is what I have, and
Either would
I'll
hook the
tell you
shit
what,
out of me.
man,
And
if I see
has.
somebody pour soda in that, I'd be like, all right, we're done. Our friendship ended.
Yeah,
just a
there's
few
no
minutes
reason
ago.
to pour
Yeah.
Coke in a double oak.
Here, I'm
or
gonna give you a
Masters.
plastic cup and you
Correct.
hit the road. Give you a red solo cup and
Yeah.
I promise I won't call the police.
I finally convinced a friend who owns a local bar I've been going to for years, and finally convinced him, like, dude, just get rid of the Jim Beam as your well pour
Mhm.
and go to the Evan Bond.
Mhm.
And he did. I was like, yes.
Much
Absolutely.
better.
I wonder what the cost difference is on that, because I mean, like
$4.
sometimes
In
Yeah,
in PA, it's
that's
$4
nothing.
a bottle.
no, I'm talking about
Seriously.
the cost for it to be a well drink, meaning like a lot of the times the well drinks they get them at a economies of scale price.
Oh,
here.
they get. Well, he at least he wasn't like really really dive bars that'll get like Bankers Club bourbon.
Mm.
So I mean, he was using Jim Beam as his well pour. I'm like, dude, pay the extra $4. It is not
Yeah.
costing you that much more per
No.
drink.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But the other thing
$4
would
for a
be-
reputation is a better bar,
No, I agree with you, but I'm
Volume.
saying is a lot of times for well drinks, they have a contract with a company for a period of time.
That's true too. That's true too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he was smart. He didn't do that.
So, Rob, I've been wanting to ask you this for a while. What is that a picture of behind you?
Behind your left, yeah.
This one, it is a Paris bistro.
Okay, can you tell me what's in it?
Cool.
It's a bar with wine on it. There's a server or bartender, dude and a lady at a table, window to the out to the next
Okay, now I
room.
see that. I was like, are those a bunch of black people? Like, it's what it looked
No.
like at first. But oh, now you pulled it in. I can see it all very clearly.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like it. Swear to God, I was like, is this you trying to get our diversity quotas up tonight? It's not gonna work. That's not what I meant by that.
It's our.
Cool.
It's my
Cool.
Paris Bistro.
That's
Sign
nice.
painting.
That's nice. I like
There you go.
it. Cool.
Gino,
Hey.
what are you drinking tonight?
Gino has started out with Penelope's Barrel Strength.
Nice.
Sampling that right now. It's really not hitting the on button for me. So I'm probably going to switch off to 1792 Bottled and Bond.
There you go.
My local down here in Brewston actually had a few of those on the shelf. And when I walked in the store and then when I walked out of the store, there were no more on the shelf for whatever reason. I don't know. They just followed me home, but they're very good for it.
Yeah, like the bottle of mods. Nice.
Man, I should have asked Jeff.
What?
Should I ask what now?
I said I should have asked Jeff what Carmen is doing.
Right now, you mean what big news she has?
I don't. Maybe that'd be fine, but I didn't know anything about that.
She's She's now a published author.
Nice.
Nice. Congratulations.
All right.
Congrats to her.
First book
Cool
coming
beans,
out,
man.
a self-published book coming out May 16th.
Awesome.
Fantastic.
It's pretty awesome. Hell yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we'll drink to that. That's an accomplishment. To be published at all, anywhere. Hell
Cheers.
yeah.
Hell yeah.
What's the book about?
So it's in the Gothic romance era because, of course, she's a Poe fan, so she's writing that early 1840s style, and it's kind of a prequel to his poem about Annabelle Lee.
Okay.
So she took inspiration on it and kind of wrote a story behind Annabelle Lee.
Cool.
Very cool.
Now, is
What's
Annabelle
up?
Lee? Is she associated with anything to do with the Bell Witch and all that around here as well?
No,
Okay.
because
What-
I think the Bell Witch stuff came out way after Poe.
Did I tell you that when I was up
don't-
in Lake Louise in Banff, that I stayed where Edgar Allan Poe stayed. I stayed in the exact lodge that he stayed in. Probably had the same heating because it was all steam. But I stayed in the same lodge as him when he would come there in the summer times to write and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
Interesting. And where was that?
That was on Lake Louise and at Banff.
Bam.
It's the oldest lodge in all of Canada.
No,
Nice.
Nice.
Lake Louise, huh?
Jeff,
That might work.
they have a title for the book yet?
God, now you'd ask me something I should know.
It's all good. Put it in the VI.
Well,
Put it
she's
in the
not
VIP
watching.
chat, man.
Let
I'm curious.
me go over to her Facebook page where I could read it.
Well, people do stuff, Billy's,
It's all
he
good,
comes
brother.
on.
I was
we
just
like to
curious because it was a
give him
topic
props.
that was like, yeah, I might be interested in.
Nice. Gino, while he's looking.
Called the Rose Bush by Carmen Bolden, and it is on
Gotcha.
pre-sale on Amazon right now.
Well, there you go.
Rosebud.
So
And
the Rosebud.
The idea came from our Great Smoky Mountain railroad train ride back in November. We're just taking the ride, and we're looking out the window, and there's just like this one single rose bush by itself in the middle of the field. And that kind of got her inspiration, and so that kind of wrote all around there. She just texted and asked if I need her to come out and talk about her book.
I mean, that's always fine.
I'm
Yeah,
reading about it
yeah,
right
so
now, man.
But
That's cool.
before she gets out here, if she's not watching, I have seen a porno called The Rose Bush. Just saying.
Yeah, you might want to not share that with her.
It was like a
hilarious.
70s art deco.
That's your story. and
Art,
you're
Art
sticking
Deco. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Deco, yeah, absolutely. So anyway, before she gets out here, if she's coming out here, Rob, what are you drinking?
I tonight am drinking some Short Barrel, 15-year aged. This was my Father's Day gift this past year.
I do like the short barrel, man. That
Short
honey
Barrel is
one,
putting out some
the honey
really
one
really
is
great product.
Really good, really good. Fucking
So-
outstanding pine.
They're
Cool.
out
Nice.
of Georgia. They also bought another one I talk about a lot is Old Fourth Distillery. So Short Barrel bought Old Fourth Distillery. There's Old Fourth is still producing under the Old Fourth name, but it's owned by Short Barrel. I have a bunch of their stuff too. So whenever I go down and visit the kids, I go looking for their product. I said,
Well, that's just like That's like Bardstown is doing. Green River. It's Green River or Green Hill. Green Hill. I think it's Green Hill. But they're doing. That's what they're actually doing all the juices for them, and a lot of people didn't know that. And that's a fantastic bourbon too. So
Yep.
Nice. Good to know.
Yeah, it's got to be Green Hill because Green River does their own thing, man.
okay,
David.
so what about you, David? What are you drinking?
Well, before I get to that, I have an announcement. There's more in group and for enthusiasts who like to support what we do. If you guys enjoy watching, rent's due on StreamYard. I know that because I got a notification right before coming on say because my credit card payment changed and because I had to cancel my old card. It was like, well, your payment was declined, which means we may not be back next week if I don't pay the rent.
No
So
worries, dude.
anybody who wants to
Well,
offer
then,
the Venmo,
I'll
yeah,
Venmo it over, David.
Yep.
thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, whatever you can, if you can. And if you can't, I understand that too. But if you like coming back and you like listening to us talk stupid about whiskey and assless chaps and everything else, and
Wrestling with drunk
and wrestling drunk ass donkeys.
assless chaps.
I mean, this money well spent, isn't it, guys? Come on.
Yes.
So,
And
so
you're
please
selling
Venmo whatever you can to support. Yeah.
It's money spent.
Yeah, it is. It's
Hey,
you did
David,
a good job of spending it. So.
David, Puffery Daddy sent you a message. You don't have to put it on the screen. He was asking you.
Yeah. Well, I'll take
Okay, I'm going to tell you guys what
Yeah.
I'm drinking.
Yeah,
So-
Well, I was about to
Okay, go ahead.
segue to
Go ahead.
yeah. I can put my Venmo up, but I'll do that here in the comments and when I'm done talking. But tonight I'm drinking Rolling
play,
Fork. This is I want to say the single cask rum. This is Dominican Republic rum. I've had this on here before, but it's been a long time, and I kind of found it in the back. I was like, yeah, I could drink some more. This is actually bottled in Kentucky, but it's from the Dominican Republic. I guess the juice is. Aged 6 years. This is nice for rum because it's definitely not. It's not dosed. It's really not sweet at all. This is honestly, Jody, much more in your vein of the kind of rums that you would appreciate. Not exactly bourbon qualities, but definitely not a super sweet rum at all. So it's a nice little break if you're sick of the sweetness
Cool.
of rum.
Yep.
So it's one I'd recommend for sure.
Nice.
But yeah, so that's it for me. I'm gonna put my Venmo in the group thing. Oh, look at that.
All right. So,
Already happened, dude.
all right, so-
Robin Jean's already on it. Thank
all
you,
right, so
gents.
I'm drinking some HK Young, and this is the Toasted Barrel blend, and it's called the Winter's Blend, and it's 114.4 proof. It's aged 6 years, and then, I mean, I didn't really. I thought I've already done that before and told you the notes, but off of it, it has a lot of upfront caramels, little bit of like nutmeg, and you can definitely taste the toasted buttery taste. But the bite doesn't last a long time, so it's pretty good. Damn, David, you type hard. You don't have to type so hard.
I got a loud keyboard. Sorry.
Type,
I gotta
break stuff now.
like Kermit the Frog on a typewriter.
And then I'm moving over to 1792, and this is a full proof. And this is solid.
Nice.
And that's because I like a little heat. It's a 130.
Nice.
So anyhow, so we're just
That's another
what?
thing that I have been
Wake ups.
corrupted to by hanging out with you people is my proof has gone up over the years.
Mm.
And now when I'm having a regular, an 80 proof, it's like, what did they do with the alcohol anymore?
Mhm.
Gino, I take offense to the term "you people."
You people, yins.
Yeah, there you go.
What's wrong with you people? Are you just referencing us?
Yeah, this group.
This
Because,
fun,
yeah.
What do
diverse-
you mean, you people?
Yeah, by you people. What do you mean, you people?
I have no problem with that. Yeah, you guys, yous.
I see
Yins.
you guys. That's the reason why I was asking. But I didn't know if it was maybe because he said you people. I didn't know if that was like a banned term in Pennsylvania. I just didn't know.
Nah, no, not really. But yeah, no, I've noticed that myself. That yeah, I've never been
right,
a
so,
for
real quick.
myself, but it's like now it's like yeah,
All right, so we're going to do a pop quiz real quick.
oh shit.
Apparently, I'm getting blasted by the way I say caramel. How do you guys say caramel?
Caramel.
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 Okay,
I
No, I do
I
not
got
say
asked.
caramel.
I got
No.
asked how many
It's caramel.
syllables are in caramel.
Caramel.
I mean, you
Caramel.
want to have.
I know, I agree with you guys, but I'm like, apparently there's a southern way of saying it that I'm not familiar with.
No,
Caramel.
it's not like the town in
It's
California.
caramel.
It's
Yeah,
Because
not
it's only
caramel.
2 syllables.
Yeah, the
Caramel.
southern pronunciation is just one syllable.
Caramel.
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 I don't know. I just know I'm getting blasted over here for it, and I just want to know why I'm getting blasted because I've
You're
always
from
said
caramel.
Who's blasting you?
It's
You
one
know
of
who's
those things.
blasting me.
Let them know that get out in the world and experience other ethnicities other than just the southern people.
Well, I mean, to be fair, I did watch a really awesome linguistics show on the languages of North America, and it covered all of them, the ones even up in,
man. Yeah, we're
in
so fucked
Canada. And so, but no, the people that are the closest, the absolute closest, are
Yes.
actually is in the South,
Southern
and
colloquial.
and specifically West Virginia and the Appalachians are the closest to the South. I mean, I'm sorry, closest to the English language than anybody else.
Old
And
English, yeah.
here's what's funny. When I'm watching it, I didn't even catch myself reading all the subtitles.
You just
It's
understood it.
messed up. Yeah. It's kind of freaky how that works.
You said do I need to come out and talk about
It looks like we're gonna have a special guest with,
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Oh,
with Miss
shit.
Carmen. I'm sorry, Dr. Carmen.
Dark. Yeah. I've already got her book in my wish list, man.
There you go.
Nice.
Dr.
Sorry
Carmen,
there.
you want to tell us about your book?
Sure. So this is it. This is the hardcover.
Oh, I like it.
Glorious.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Well, I heard him out here, and I was like, "Do I need to come out there and fill in gaps?" You're
Well,
not.
tonight is our book.
You
Yes.
didn't even know the title.
I had to look it up.
I'm asking what the title was because it was interesting because it was about Edgar Allan Poe and all that good stuff. It's like, dude, what's the title of the book? It's like,
Yes.
where can I find this? He said, oh, let me look it up on my wife's Facebook.
There's no lies detected there.
No,
Oh,
Not even a little bit of puffery. Not even.
none.
Not even close.
He hasn't read it yet.
Is that because he
Oh.
can't make those things from left to right into words, or is it some other?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, so I heard him telling you about it. The story came from two things: the train ride when we were at Thanksgiving in North Carolina. There was this open field, and any kind of thing that pops out at me, sometimes I make a little note on my keep, and if anybody finds my phone and unlocks it and sees some of the crazy ideas I have, they'll be scared.
Real quick. I do the exact same thing, but it's all math and business related.
Okay, you get it then.
Yeah.
And so there was that. There was this rose bush out in a field, and I'm like, that's going to make a story or a poem. And then I've always wanted to write the backstory of Annabelle Lee. She does, you don't know about her. All you know is she died. And the wind is, most likely tuberculosis. If you look at the speaker being Poe and Annabelle Lee being Virginia, his wife. And so basically I entered a contest for a short story, which I do it more to just get feedback because it's like you have to pay to enter it. And it's really good feedback. They give you positive and like fixing your
Critique. Yeah.
And so they give you a character, an event or thing, an item, and a genre. And so, for whatever reason, I always get romance or romantic comedy, which is not what I like to write. And so, my friend Holly, who is an author, said, "You've got," like, she's read several of these stories I've entered and everything, but she's like, "You got, kind of the right stuff to write what you write for this genre." So I took what they gave me, which was romance, a broken leg, and a change of plans. And I wrote the short story, 2,500 words. And then, so my friend Holly read it and she goes, "You've got to turn this into at least a novella." So I did. And on snow days and a couple of weekends, I had it written.
That's
And-
wild.
Cool.
Oh yeah, so I'm really excited, and this is not the book I thought I would publish first, but I guess sometimes you're given what you're given, and this character Annabelle was speaking in my head, and like, got to get this on paper. So
Cool.
yeah, but
Make sure
That's
Jeff
awesome.
shares it onto your Facebook page so that we can share it out to.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you. And-
And you have to take a sip of whiskey since you were on the Whiskey Rebellion
Okay.
Barcast. You have
Cheers.
There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, that was good. But yeah, so it's on pre-order on Amazon, ebook, paperback,
I've already-
and hardback, and yeah.
It's
So,
supposed to be
So,
like
so real
hardback,
quick,
30th to 31st.
so if you do hardback, can I get the next time I'm out in Mount Juliet? Can I drive over and have you sign it?
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
Shit.
Okay.
I gotta
And-
get to
and I'm
Tennessee
going-
to get you to sign it.
I'm gonna try. I've put in some applications to do some author events, and I'm gonna try to look at some local bookstores to see if they'll carry the book and let me come in and do a signing this summer. So,
That's
because
really awesome.
so now it's become, I already have the idea for the second book. I've got the cover, Jeannie fixed it, and it's gonna
Apparently,
be
that was a discussion that's been having the last couple of days.
Oh yeah,
Just tell. You just tell. And Jenny. fixed it.
yeah.
yes.
Well,
And-
we've been going back and forth. She's been doing cover ideas, and I've been shooting them all down.
yeah. So, but yeah, so it's going to be the Gothic Garden series, and so they're all going to be these
Thematic. Yeah, I got you.
flowers.
I like it.
there's
That's cool.
some- Yeah, and Jeff gave me a really good idea because
It happens every once.
Kills off the husband. What was it?
So the rose bush is book one. So the next one, I'll go ahead and give you, a little teaser, I guess. So the second book, having two, it's going to be the asphodels, which is a dark flower that it pretty much means death, regret,
Mm.
remembrance, and things like that.
Nice. So I wasn't very far off when I was talking about kill your husband.
John, you were in
The
the
only
right-
thing that keeps me safe is she needs me to carry the body.
Oh, I have other people.
Yeah.
Well, not only that, here's
Jeff,
the
Damn,
blink,
dude.
blink
Here's the other
twice
thing.
if you need help.
Writes
Blink
about it.
twice if you need help. We're looking at your glasses off.
Remember-
Oh,
I'm totally fine.
how many lights do you see?
There are 4 lights.
It'd be like they'll do
I get the
they'll do a Netflix documentary and be like they'll have some people on there second guessing us and going, "You didn't see it in his face that how
That's right.
right before he got killed? Like, how did you not know when he brought
Drinking
up the
Evan
drink?"
Coke. How
And
could
he
I
was-
tell?
he was- yeah, like he told us these things, and instead of us like understand they were a cry out for help, like putting Coke in your we were like we went a different route, making fun of him.
But thank you guys for letting me come on.
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Oh,
You're
thank
welcome.
you.
I am going to buy
book.
that book. I am going to buy that
No,
book.
I've already
and,
bought mine.
Thank you.
Well, I
Yeah.
wanted to ask before I hit purchase if I drive
As
out.
soon
to
as
Mount-
it's over on the other monitor. I was listening to her explain what it was at. It's like, yep, hardcover, boom, 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 done.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the hardcover because I like books. I like how they look in
I
my
do-
bookshelves
I do.
and all that stuff, and it makes me look smart when my students come in and meet with me and stuff.
Oh
And
yeah.
So
Yeah.
They're like, what
Well,
is that? It's called a book. This is the way we used to read stuff.
Well, and
Exactly.
Exactly.
you can't really see it, but each of the spines are going to, you can't really see it. It's just a single rose, like down
nice.
the spine. So the next one is going to have a single asphodel. So each one will have just that single flower. And that way, so it'll
Hey,
look,
you can show it again. We blew
Hold
you
it up
up.
one more time. We might get a better.
can
Oh
you-
yeah, we can see it now.
Okay, there's some more
Oh, yeah.
detail. Oh
Very
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? So
Yeah.
my podcast partner, Jeannie, did this for me. So she's amazing at the digital art.
Very nice.
That's awesome.
That's
Cool.
cool.
Dig it. Dig it. Looks great.
Yep.
Well, I'm glad you came on the show, Dr. Carmen, and let us know about
Thank you.
how
Yes, ma'am.
your book and all that. And wow, you know, like I've said 1,000 times to you, Jeff actually outkicked his coverage. So
Oh,
it is
hell
what it
yeah.
Oh, thank you. he's amazing.
is. He is. He's a lovable guy.
Right, I'll give you that 100 after.
Again, these are all signs. We're all gonna look at.
Oh, dang.
Again, this is all the stuff we're going to be second guest on in a documentary on Netflix. You didn't
Yeah.
see that? She patted him on there. She said,
Remembering
"I love you, honey.
Jeff."
Thank you."
He kind of winced
really-
a little bit.
That
when
really
when
meant
she
that
petted
really
him.
meant I'm dying inside and I need and I may get shot tonight.
Tonight on 60
Oh, no,
Minutes.
no. It
Remembering
won't be
Jeff.
shot. It'd be
The
way
first-
more
the first 48,
nefarious than that.
Oh, yes.
I'd hope so. As a published author, I would hope that she put some thought into it.
Yes.
Otherwise, I can't be called as a witness because I'd be like, well, you know, Dr. Carmen, she's pretty smart and
Well-
all, but and she normally well thought out. And this seems like it wasn't. So-
Oh, maybe that's why she would shoot me, because nobody would believe she'd be that simple.
right.
Boom.
And then you would
Wow.
be in
Man.
then you'd be in a mental place just long enough for some Democrat to release you. You'd be good.
Well, I have watched the Dexter series 12
Oh, wow.
Mm.
You're screwed, man.
Yeah. Hey, is that a
Like-
plastic
like-
sheet back there?
Like I was saying,
What's going on?
tonight on 60 Minutes,
Are you
remembering Jeff.
remodeling your kitchen? What's going on?
But here's the good thing about that. Our show would blow up if that happened.
Oh, absolutely.
Then it
So-
become true crime.
So, are you saying I need to
Bourbon.
take one for the team?
There
I'm not
it is,
saying
Jeff.
that. But I'm kind of saying that.
Book sales would go through the roof.
We're not saying those words out loud.
No,
I mean,
not
unless you
encouraging
need
that
me to.
whatsoever.
Inside words. Inside words.
All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate
Absolutely.
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank
Thank
you.
you for joining
later.
us tonight.
Thank you.
By the way, I mean it, really. You really did outkick your coverage. Anyhow,
I did.
moving on.
I totally did.
Good. That was a good
That
segment.
was our culture
So when,
section
well,
for
real quick,
tonight.
when people are looking for like, why should they come to us? Sometimes we do book night, impromptu.
Yeah.
Impromptu.
Culture.
So it's
Oh,
great.
yeah.
We
We're very
we
cultured
throw
bunch,
the culture
you know?
out there.
That's right.
There it is, man. It was
Cigars
culture
Cigars
night
and whiskey
tonight.
and books and yeah, we're
Yeah, we talk about everything.
Books,
we talked
learned
about barbecue. We
gentlemen,
talked about
pictures,
cooking.
Words.
We talked about mathematics before, economics. We've done all kinds of crazy things. So tonight
indeed.
we're having a good time.
We are.
Yeah,
We are.
talked about books without pictures. I mean, it's kind of
But
hard.
I'm willing to bet if anybody were to Google the Rose Bush, there's a 1976 porn show.
I'm not about to do that. No.
I don't want it in my search history just in case I do.
No.
I want to look it up on IMDb. That's what I'm going to do.
And that's one of the things you can do in Google is when you close Google, it erases your search memory. You might want to think about doing that.
I thought, well, DuckDuckGo does the same thing too, and that's what I have as my
There you go.
At least they tell you they do.
No, I don't believe
Exactly.
any of them do.
Well,
Yeah.
if they don't, they don't. And I'm going to be dead. I won't give a shit. I don't care.
Well, I mean, if it comes out afterwards and my memory gets to live longer because of some of the shit I looked up or maybe had in my search history, I'm okay with that. That could be pretty cool.
Most of it's gonna be midget porn. We all know.
I
Mission
do.
porn,
I did. I
nuggets,
do.
all
I
kind
do.
of things.
By the way, I would love to have that sticker or something like that to be on my truck. The one I sent to you guys to be happy.
Now
tire
we know why
cover.
he has those miniature donkeys.
Yeah, I like all things little.
Hey,
I mean, just come on.
I don't
Fun
actually
guys,
see it on
be
here.
fun.
it's, yeah.
David's looking. Not
I'm looking.
finding
It's not an IMDb. Maybe they're too classy for that. I don't know.
Probably.
it.
This is the Rosebud Beach Hotel in 1984.
Not called Rosebud.
All right, so
I know.
I have a
it's-
question.
That's the closest.
Everyone's most recent bottle purchase.
There you go. Well, I was going to talk about the beach trip, but we can do that too.
Yes, absolutely. We can do both.
Most recent bottle purchase. I purchased, but so I was actually this HK Young. I hate to show this because I know Michelle's watching, but the Stag store pick, it's not making it.
Mm.
And then I got a Eagle Rare, I think.
Ooh,
Nice.
But it's already gone. It didn't make it.
didn't make it.
It went DRT.
That's what happens sometimes.
But that's about it for me, I guess. I mean, I'm
Wow.
probably missing something, but that's probably it.
No, for me, it was the 1792. Yep, there it is. Bottled and Bond, a couple bottles of Eagle Rare, and the other one is Middle West, their special rye finish that they
Nice.
issued out. Was quite.
Yeah, Middle West Riser, guys. Yeah. I like
Oh,
Middle
dude.
West.
This one here is actually
They
what they do. It's aged 5 years, and they actually finished this one in French port casks.
Nice.
I mean, very nice. If
That
you can
is cool.
find it, if you like Middle West, if you like the pumpernickel rye that Middle West puts out,
I have that.
I
Yeah.
love this one.
It's really good.
This is even better.
Middle West
That's
is one
the
of the
latest
ones
thing
out
I've
of
bought.
Ohio that I can actually
Yeah.
find drinkable because Watershed, and I know
Not so much.
I,
But yeah,
I know
Middle West is
BBC really likes Watershed,
Not
but
your thing.
the Watershed is not for me is not drinkable,
No, it's cookable.
but the Middle West is.
Middle West is good stuff.
So
That's the latest stuff I found here.
Yeah,
the-
my recent purchases are I got a Penelope weeded when I was up in Detroit, and I picked up the Redwood Empire Screaming Titan.
Mm.
So
Good.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna crack those here in the next couple days. But
Nice.
sitting
You're gonna
back
like
there on
that
the
one.
bar, I reorganized bottles last night, and I'm like, I've got about 8 bottles sitting on the bar top, and I'm like, I gotta drink these before I open anything new.
See, I do that, but then I go, I could just give them to David and then put it as a tax write-off.
There you go.
The charity you're giving to the poor.
I am. I know you don't remember signing forms at my house, but you did.
I did.
That's great. That's great. It might be true. I've drank enough of your house before.
Well, not only that,
That's
I've
true.
also been to dinner
Thank
with you a few times and
That's
done
true.
this, that, and whatever.
That's
And
true.
and on a few occasions, I'll let you buy some stuff, and then you don't take your receipt where I do, or I'll take a picture of it.
That is bad baseball.
And
Um,
they may or may not have chaps involved.
Exactly.
I've
Oh,
got
here
the-
we go. Chuck's got but rare character, the Bomb Burgers,
Oh, Found
PFG,
North
and
21,
Found
yes,
North
sir.
21, and Penelope and Havana.
Damn, I want
No.
that Penelope
What?
Havana so bad.
What?
No, Chuck
I
was
know
saying
about
it's
the
like
Havana.
uber sweet. Chuck was saying that Havana was like uber
was
sweet.
too
Because
sweet.
it's a rum. It has to be a rum kit.
It's a
It's
rum
Yeah.
finish.
Yeah.
It's a rum finish, but Chuck was saying it's like uber sweet.
Oh yeah.
I'm not
See,
even looking
and-
for that anymore.
I like
See, that's weird because you like rice.
Angel's Envy's rum finish
Yeah, I know.
rye. It
Yeah.
is really, really good to me, and I do, and I drink it more as a dessert rye.
I need to start.
I don't-
doing
Okay.
He says he gave it away.
Yeah,
He
he was
was
saying it was like
he just didn't care
sweet,
for it. So
like,
might as well.
yeah. I
Give it to
quit looking for
somebody.
it after his review of it.
Yeah.
You know,
So, go
so when
ahead.
it comes to bourbon being a little bit sweet, that would bother me too. I don't like anything being too sweet.
If I want sweet, I'm gonna
More,
grab
more like a weeded
Uh-huh.
bourbon though, like the sweet wheats.
Yeah, but they're not. And I'm not a big fan.
They're
of
not
sweet.
cloyingly sweet, but they are sweet.
No.
But I do
I-
like weeders. I just
Yes.
don't like. I don't find myself.
So
I don't find that so sweet. I guess if it has enough tone to it, meaning alcohol content,
No.
that cuts it.
Yeah.
but I
if
know
I'm
that
looking
you
for-
like
if I'm
the
looking for
honey
sweet
finishes.
for like an
I
after
love
dinner,
the honey fishes. You're right. You're right. Honey finishes, I do
Okay.
love. And the for example, but it's here's the difference. Like the best one I've ever had is King's Honey, and then of course the what's his name here in Tennessee, Greenbrier. Greenbrier's honey. Those are the two best ever. Because you can, well, that's not true. Copper Sky, when they were around, their honey was freaking fantastic as well. But these are all actual ones that they didn't add any honey preservatives to it or anything to help make it more honey tasty. So you can actually hold these bottles up and scroll them around, and you can see the honey form up in them because they've been in the barrel for so long.
Yeah.
The ones I don't really care for are, hey, there's a little
old fashioned. Cheers.
What's up? But
Good
we
day.
need to get him on the show, by the way. We need to do that. I'm going to have to reach out to him. I think Michelle's friends with him, so I'll reach out to him.
Oh, he's talking
There you
about
go.
that. The Penelope.
And it was kind of like the line that I was going on, the approach that I was taking. If I'm wanting something sweet for after dinner, it's going to be like a Bacardi 8-year.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the little bit of sweetness, or Papa Pilar. That's very sweet.
Yeah,
as far as a
Pilar's
rum
sweet.
finish. Those are nice dessert beverages after a meal. I'm not looking for that in my bourbon. I want a little bit of bite to it. I want a little bit of spice to it.
Yeah.
I will tell you that the Angel's Envy rum cask finish rye pairs really well with Girl Scouts Samoa cookies. Just saying.
I was going to say chocolate because I bet it does pair well with chocolate.
Just saying. I'm not saying the fact that I've done this a lot, but
I've heard.
It has maybe
I've had the opportunity.
Many people are saying.
Actually, I've seen this. It's funny. I've seen this reel on YouTube, and it was this old man. And he was about 150 years old, and it was talking about his secret to life. And he has he pours himself a glass of bourbon, and he takes a chocolate that's wrapped in the cellophane, and he puts it into the drink, and he has that every single day of his life.
Chocolate wrapped in cellophane.
No, it takes the cellophane off of it. But
Yeah,
I'm saying I was telling you it was initially wrapped.
He drops a piece of chocolate,
What-
like a Hershey Kiss or something, or just
No, it's like one of those fucking Cadbury eggs.
Lint,
shit.
a lint chocolate, LIDNT.
That actually would be good.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I could see that as it dissolves into the bourbon. That would be good.
See, I sometimes bring credible, reasonable stuff to our show.
This weekend, I went into.
I'm not
Jody,
just pretty
blink
fake.
twice if you're not okay, Jody.
I did take a gummy before the show.
Oh shit!
I
for
went
wrestling
into a local liquor store I was wanting to pick up a Teeling, picked up a Teeling single malt. So I was going to an Irish whiskey tasting event.
Nice.
And walked in, and they had a table of stuff they couldn't sell, and it was all $19.99. And I picked up a bottle of Paul John Indian whiskey.
I've heard good things.
I was surprised. I walked in, I'm like, okay, it's $20. I mean,
What's the worst that could happen is it's not.
the
good.
worst that could happen. It's like
$20.
so horrible. I poured down the drain, and okay, I'm out $20. Actually, turned out to be very good. It was 55% ABV, Indian single malt, and at the event, I took it to the event, and we were sipping it because these the people running it are Irish and Scotch whiskey fans and stuff. We were looking it up. It
Wouldn't have been funny if you said
was
Indian.
like $105 bottle originally.
Mhm.
Did you hear me? Did you hear what
What's
I said?
that?
It wouldn't have been funnier if you said this place was run by Indians.
Yeah. Well, no, that was the liquor store I was in.
Yeah, that's every liquor store.
But I ran into, speaking of Teeling, and I've got to backtrack to figure out where I picked it up at, was a Teeling small batch that was finished in rum casks.
Ooh.
I grabbed that over St. Patrick's Day weekend and was like, damn, I don't remember where I picked this up at, but it is flipping delicious.
No doubt.
I got to find that one because it was finished in rum cask, and I've got to find it. It was the label looked like the regular Teeling's label, Teeling small batch and all that, but down below it had all the finishes and things of that nature, but it was finished from rum casks.
The,
So I got to
the,
backtrack that
Very
one.
nice.
the guys are putting this on had brought a Teeling peated Irish whiskey.
Ooh,
It was really good because it's like you took the sip and you got that smoky
Smoke.
right in your face.
And
Okay.
what I hear from you guys is
Into sweet, that sweet Irish.
Shut up.
Mhm.
Jeff's talking to me right now. You guys can all be quiet.
No,
real quick. What I'm hearing is you guys were the guys because we're all pretty much, except for you, pretty much, Dave. We're all Generation X or older, and you guys were the people who actually ate some of the night crawlers that liked the peated taste. I really do believe that y'all were sitting there going, I see why the
Smoke,
fish like this.
but Jody, I will give this kind of credit.
There's
Smoke
no
is one
credit to
thing.
that. Smoke is
Smoke
one thing.
is
but
one
peat-
thing. Drinking worm dirt is something
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, I'm not like a fan of everything peat. It can be too
No.
much.
You're not a Lagavulin guy.
No,
That's heavy peat.
that's
Or
worm
Yeah,
dirt right here, man.
I've had some Lagavulins I've liked. I've had some that were too much. Ardbeg is always way too much.
way too much.
Much.
Yeah.
Way too much.
Lafroig.
See, I
Way
like
too
Lafroy.
much.
Lafroig,
But I've got to be. I've got to be in a
English?
shitty mood to want to drink it. But that's what I drink when I'm like not.
All I'm telling you is if
Happy
Scotch
about
was
life,
played out there and I
honestly.
was really wanting to drink, I'd look at it and go, I don't guess it wasn't meant to be.
And it's just a thing. But to your point about the peated Irish whiskeys, the ones I've tried the Connemara and the West Cork, which was actually my last purchase. The West Cork peated Irish, like they don't have a peaty taste to them, a flavor to them. You do get a lot of the heavy smoke, but the peat itself doesn't really come through much on the palate. So to like peat heads, basically, like that's a little bit of a disappointment. But I think for everybody else, it's kind of a win. And
Yeah.
I enjoy it myself. Even being what it is, like I don't need the peat necessarily, but I am interested in that. I want to give it a try. That West Cork on our little St. Patty's Day show or whatever, like I thought it was really good. Not overpowering peat, very smoky, but I
Yeah,
like the smoke.
I'm not looking for the peat at all. I don't mind for it to be there a little bit. I like the smokiness of most scotches.
Connemara
But
and West Cork,
when
they
you
won't
start getting into that
offend you too much. And they're not-
liquid worm dirt,
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm not
Right,
into that.
So let's well, we're going to move to a different topic, but real quick, that
Uh-oh.
brings listening to you guys talk about that, and I'm not knocking it. It's just not my jam. We'll just call it that. All right.
Oh wow.
So I'm sitting there
That
listening. to you guys,
interval's working.
let me finish. That you guys are into that and this, that, and whatever. My point is that what I find fascinating, what I would like to research and find out is, I wonder if there's any correlation to most people I know that smoke cigars. They love scotches, and I don't understand that. But I wonder if the peat and stuff like that helps add flavor to the tobacco bill. I don't know. I mean, I don't smoke cigars.
No.
So
I-
it used to. For me, when I started smoking cigars,
right.
I was introduced to cigars first, and then the tobacconist that I was friends with, he's like, "Okay, so you're digging these. Here's these scotches." So I'm 23 to 28, 29, 30. I was big time into scotch, and they paired very well with most of the cigars
Okay.
that I was drinking at the time, because you get that heavy, and they were peated scotches. They weren't.
So you really weren't allowed to smoke.
They were the Lafroigs, the Lagavulins, the Ardbegs,
Worm dirt.
worm dirt that I was drinking and going with, and pairing with my cigars at the cigar shop. So I really enjoyed that flavor, and then I don't know what happened. An introduction to the bourbon world, a change in palate. They just got to be too much for me.
I can offer a suggestion as to that actually, because again, I am not a cigar smoker by any measure. I have smoked cigars, but for me, when I smoke a cigar and drink, you might as well pour me something really cheap because the cigar annihilates
Kills
my
the
palate to the point where I can't taste anything but the cigar. So something like a heavily peated Scotch might actually be something that breaks through into that palate. I go,
I
oh,
can see that. I
that
can see
tastes
that.
like a thing, you
I
know.
can see that.
That
Might be
yeah.
the reason why I prefer that. My preference is to smoke from a pipe, a tobacco pipe, because
Right.
because
Yeah.
one
It's
is
a little bit milder.
one. I've had problems with commitments in my past, and maybe it's the commitment that's associated with a cigar. Who knows? Because the pipe, I can just smoke as much as I want. It'll burn itself out, and then you have to go through this whole thing again, starting it again, and then
Mhm.
and I like that. It's kind of like the science project each and every time, and I dig that. So that's I don't know if that's the reason why. And again, I'm just not kind of like Dave. When I smoke a cigar, we're gonna get legit into a cigar. Like I'm gonna be elbows deep in that thing, and I'm just gonna taste like a
I
fucking
gotcha.
cigar trash can, And I don't like that.
So
And
one of the
so-
things that we came across, or that I came across, the Lafroigs, those really heavier, peatier, more expensive scotches weren't our everyday thing that we did at this cigar shop. Our everyday was a Ballantine's 18.99 a bottle blended peated scotch that
Yes, sir.
four of us would sit
Cheap
down
and
and
hard,
drink a fifth a night between four. So,
Yeah.
or if we
That's-
get the big bottle, it's split between the room.
But
I dig it.
I
All right, so
I can't.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, I can agree to an extent because I'm not a huge cigar smoker.
Did you say huge or huge?
Huge,
Huge.
huge.
Huge and beautiful, no matter what it is,
Exactly. I'm not a big cigar smoker.
because it'd be
But-
huge and beautiful.
When I'm having a cigar, I take my time with that cigar. And I do find what they're talking about. It does kind of kill your palate to an extent.
I couldn't do that with a clitoris, but anyway, continue.
Yeah, no.
We could take a poll.
Go for it. But
That's what she said.
but
Ah!
that's
Oh my
that's
God.
one of the problems that I have.
I hope not. I hope
53 minutes, guys. That's a record for
I'm
us.
talking
by
about
the
the
way.
cigars,
Before we went
not
straight into the
Jody's problem.
I don't have any problems. My world is good, bro.
Yeah, right, wrong. Back to my subject.
You're still wrong. My life is really good. I'm leaving for the beach in 2 days. You keep talking about all this, but I'm telling you, I'm having a good. The world is good in my world.
No,
I mean, other than fighting drunk donkeys, my life is pretty fucking good.
yeah, but they had to be drunk so you can cut their balls off, dude.
Of course.
You
I
wanna
don't
do
want to
that
be
to him
drunk if
sober?
somebody
Hey,
cut my
I'm
balls
not going
off.
to do that sober. No.
Yeah.
But what I was getting back to with the cigars and things like that, I like to take my time with the cigars. I don't want to rush it. I'm an ex-cigarette smoker for many years. And I can understand what Rob was saying. It's like, yeah, it kind of leads you down that path, but still, I don't like the overly peated scotches. I really don't.
it's
I
a
want
thing
some
that every
balance.
time I know I drink them and I like them, but I fully acknowledge that shit is not for everybody. Not everyone's gonna like
No.
it, and I understand why. I
want-
wouldn't be like, no, really, you got to try another. No, I get it. I get
No,
it.
I get it. I
don't push that shit
love
on anybody.
Glenfiddich. I like the Belvini that I got behind me. I like
Yeah.
a couple others that
The
are not overly
Spaysides,
peated.
the
They're
Highlands.
smoky,
I
but
think
they're not.
there's great
peated.
range.
Right.
I don't like that Scotch gets panned as all peated because
I like-
No,
No, it's not.
I
You
like
get
some
to
of
the
those
Highlands, you
scotches
get the
out
Space Sides.
Yes.
The Dalmore cigar blend
That's a good one.
is a fantastic Scotch.
Yes.
I was gonna say if it's gonna be peated, I need
Your boy David's there.
I need a
What's
a
up,
balance.
Dave?
I don't. There's
I
got to
have to
be
look
other
at it.
flavors than just the peat.
For
Right.
sure. For sure.
Yeah.
So David, he said, cutting the balls off of drunk donkeys. I picked the worst part of the
Yeah, that
conversation
was
to come in
Joey,
on.
man. He's like
That's
having
every part of the
cut balls
conversation,
off his
first of all.
donkeys, man. It's like, what the
That,
fuck?
David,
Except
that's
for when
why
Connor
you
was here
have to
talking
be
about her
from
book.
the beginning.
Yeah, you missed book club. You missed all of
Yeah.
it.
Damn,
And by the way,
Dave, you
apparently I
missed
was
book
wrong
club
about-
tonight.
And apparently I was wrong about the Rosebush being a 1970s porn. I could not find it. So apparently
Yeah,
I
I
made
can't
that up
find
in
it
my
either.
head.
I tried.
But here's what I envisioned. Really red headed.
So let's go to Pornhub basically. And you can see
That's like a Black Widow. That's what I
Just
envisioned.
put that in the search bar at the top of the Pornhub.
All right. So anyway, let's get to our last subject tonight because we hadn't even hit on the topic.
That's fucking hilarious.
Damn.
What you're saying it's a
What is our
normal-
topic?
It's a
It's
normal session.
Beach
We're
trip
going to the
this
beach.
week.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, the trip I
And so we
can't
got
make.
4 minutes, less than 4 minutes left. All right. So there's a new McQuarrie's down there. I just found that out. My mom was like,
New, but
I
what?
don't know if you got McQuarrie's. It's a Irish pub. But anyway,
McCrary's or McQuarrie's?
okay. Well, my mom said it, and she says Washington. So it could be I'm wrong. All right.
McQuarrie's, huh? Okay.
So either way, there's
Probably
a new.
McCreary's.
Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't fucking matter. All I'm trying to tell you is there's a new Irish pub. How did we take up a minute and a half of our fucking time like that?
You get the bangers and mash. That's what you get.
Anyway,
I want to go to McCrary's down there. Let's do it.
okay, or the Irish pub, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah.
It's
There
supposed
you
to be
go.
within walking
The Irish
distance.
pub.
My mom said it's brand new, and she's like, if you want dinner, it's gonna take you a while to get in. I'm like, you think we're gonna be in line for dinner? But anyway, moving
That's
on.
hilarious.
So I go down there all the time. This is the first trip that Dave's getting to go, and maybe Billy. I mean, Billy. He alleges he's coming down there.
I trust that Billy's going to be there.
We'll
I
see.
do.
I
Yeah.
trust Billy's, and he said he was coming.
David, you came on late. Unfortunately, I got called out starting on Sunday.
But we can do this again, so it's not that big of a deal. We can go down to the
We
condo
need to do
anytime
this
we want
again
to.
because I
Yeah.
already had reservations. Dude.
We'll do this again. It's all good. It's all
Screw
good.
you, man.
It's all good.
Right.
We'll do it again.
No,
We will
man,
do
I'm
this again.
totally
You know what? We won't
disappointed.
ever do it again. Okay.
There it is.
Apparently, this is too
God
fucking hard.
damn
Yeah.
it.
Fuck it, we're not doing it.
It's one time we're going to
Oh,
burn the
fuck.
condo down after we're done. It's never going to happen again.
Never gonna happen again. You guys missed out.
Pulling the ladder
I
up.
was
Damn.
trying. I was
I bought my
pulling
ass
the
in
ladder.
straps
They
for
were
nothing.
waving at you at the same time while you're doing that into platoon dying.
Are we going to take the Rebellion jet down there?
So
If there's enough of us, I do have a person that owns a jet that David knows. You know that guy. First name starts with B, ends with Y. UDDY.
Oh, okay. I didn't know he had a jet. I was like, huh?
I got
like,
pictures.
huh?
I have pictures that I put in the VIP of me sitting in his jet
You know how long ago that shit was? And I drank
last
a lot.
summer.
And I drink a lot. I don't always pay attention.
To be fair, I don't either. I mean, I try to pay attention to like,
Damn.
when Chuck puts something in there because I'm sure it's going to be pretty good. And then like today, I was totally thrown off because it wasn't, but it was funny.
Hilarious.
And so I'm like, okay, that's where we're at. We're doing this. But no, I try to, and sometimes you get those, I opened it up and I'm like, oh my God, you guys have been talking for like 24 straight hours. And which is cool. So if you're not a member of the VIP chat, reach out to any of the guys on here. We'll get you on there. The other thing is that if you're not following us, please subscribe, hit the like button, smash the like button, turn on notifications, do all the good things, do a little dance. And if you want to tuck it, that's up to you.
Make a
I'm not
little love.
But
Get
we've
down tonight.
we've dude, that's an earworm. I'm gonna be hearing that the rest of the time. Fuck. It's great. I love it. Either way, been fun, been real.
Hilarious.
We're right at the hour. Peace
That's
out.
it.
Bitch
be
you.
good to yourselves, gentlemen.
That's right.
Hey.
Cheers, guys.